name's Carla Palermo. I'm an environmental health consultant, and today we're going to talk about the project Rebuild by Design for the Hudson River in New Jersey. Just to give a brief overview of the project, in 2013, the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development launched the Rebuild by Design to address needs for flood risk reduction within the Superstorm Sandy affected regions. The intention is to minimize impacts from coastal storm surge flooding as well as systematic inland rainfall flooding events on the community, including adverse impacts to the public health and safety, as well as the economic vitality while enhancing urban conditions. Some environmental impacts that did raise concern. As we know with most projects, we're always evaluating the environmental impacts on a potential project and the health issues that could correspond with them. A few things we are worried about are air quality, and noise and vibration. During an interview I had with Stephanie Lamster, an employee of the EPA who reviews EISs under NEPA, she mentions they raise concerns on noise and impacts due to the proximity to local schools. However, given how urbanized the area is, the sounds and vibration should not present itself with an issue given it is regulated at a local level. The concerns are more for the children, timing of daily schedules such as buses, traffic, and if windows will be opened or closed daily. Lamster goes on to explain a benefit to the environment from the project. She says, and I quote, "This project is very beneficial and it increases resiliency to the area. The objective of the project will result in reduction with emergency, civic, and cultural assets. It will allow ongoing operations of important services such as hospitals, fire stations, and police department buildings, as well as roadways and transit resources." Some health impacts that we have concerns with the potential environmental impacts. There comes potential health impacts. A health concern that strikes me as alarming is the air quality, hazardous waste, noise, and vibration. The air quality gives off O3, causing serious adverse health effects by damaging cells that line our airways, therefore aggravating respiratory diseases and cause the public to more susceptible respiratory infections. My concerns fall heavily on the workers who are evacuating contaminated soils and extraction of contaminated groundwater during construction. We need to ensure all workers are wearing proper equipment and taking caution to hazardous waste during this project. A positive health impact that we're getting from this project is the reduction of flooding and resiliency to the community. It provides protection to critical healthcare infrastructure such as hospitals and emergency preparedness services. It will also allow positive effects on the socioeconomics to this area. The City of Hoboken has a long goal of reducing flood insurance rates, and through the implementation of the project, we should meet all the efforts of reducing FEMA flood insurance rates. Some proposed actions or recommendations that we have. The EIS reported 3 building alternatives, but overall the costs were higher and interfered with more private property. On the next slides, we'll see some visuals of the other alternatives. After raising awareness to the potential environmental and health impacts the project could have, it is decided what the best approach is for the project. Lamster says in her interview, specific parts are sent out to our water people, air people, and different specialists in the area to get their opinions on the specific subject matters. She also says that they ask for additional models and studies before the final draft is written up. The first alternative here, this option has a greater number of gates, which can lead to a higher risk of failure due to human error. Maintenance costs would also be much higher under this alternative. The second alternative, construction would be further inland. We would lose more parking than alternative 1 and 3, and due to location, impacts to the viewshed and waterfront access are limited. And the last alternative we looked at, alternative 3, it's similar to alternative 2. Risk reduction would be accomplished with construction more inland. However, the cost is high and we are utilizing more parking spaces. So to sum, the proposal that we have and the final draft that we have written up for our Rebuild by Design of the Hudson River with the intentions of reducing flood risks, this seems to be the best approach that we have. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you.